Naturally beautiful, naturally beautiful, naturally beautiful, naturally beautiful, naturally.
I love Kisses 99, and I'm coming to you today with another wig review. The wig we're going to review today is the wig that I happen to be wearing from MissBuy.com. Now, I did this video a little different than I usually do. I recorded the beginning. I recorded how I work on the scalp of the wig to give it this nice natural look, and I did all of that, but I wanted to come through and show you the wig first. And this is what it looks like. Really beautiful, beautiful waves, just like it's just really a really soft and like full wig. And as you can see the curl pattern. I brushed it out a little bit around the front just so that I could work on that part and make it look natural. Now I show the full process coming up in the video on products that I use to make my wig look natural. I don't have on any glue, no tape. I just tightened that strap in the back and rested this baby right on my natural hairline. So I got a pretty good look out of it. It didn't need to be tweezed. Only part actually that did need to be tweezed was the part, because it was a little difficult to have that part exposed. But I wanted to come through and show her to you. And you know, I'm trying out different things this year. I'm trying different lengths, different textures, different looks, and I appreciate you guys so much. So don't forget, in order to not miss any of my uploads, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so that you'll be able to know when I upload videos. And stay tuned for some still pics as well as the footage on how I got my wig to look pretty natural without tape and without glue. So stay tuned for that. And at the end of the video, I'll have some pictures for you so that you can see how it looks in no motion, still motion. So that's pretty much it. Stay tuned for that footage, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the packaging. And this is the box that the wig came in. And here is the wig inside the box, and the logo is right here, MissBuy.com, and it came with a cute little pouch filled with lots of little goodies. And the first thing in the box were these pretty lashes, and then this cute little headband, and also a pair of wig caps. There are two in this package. And then here is the wig. So I'm just taking that packaging off and I'm going to show it to you. The waves were absolutely beautiful all the way down to the end. And now it does have some rather long wispy hair around the perimeter, but I kind of just brushed that back. I didn't really think about it when I was styling the wig. You can trim it down if you need to, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. And then here is the inside of the wig. It has that center comb at the top, along with two combs on, one comb on each side, and then that's the area there where we can part. It's 5 inches of parting. In the back is another comb as well as that adjustable strap, and you guys know that adjustable strap is great as your wig gets a little bit older. And then it does have these forming tabs on each side right by the ears, so you can kind of move them around a little bit to give your wig a more custom fit. And then here she is. She really is a beautiful soft unit. And I went ahead and put it on with the lace still on just so you could see what the little perimeter looks like across the front. Not too bad. You're going to see when I style it. I didn't even cut off those baby hairs. I just kind of left them. They're a little long, but I figured let me just leave them anyway. And it is a pre-tweezed hairline, so we didn't have to do too much to it. And now I'm going to show you the parting space, which you get a lot of parting space right down the middle. I think it's a little bit more than 5 inches, but that's kind of what it looked like to me. I couldn't find my little measuring tape. And this is what it looks like along the side. So you have very soft hair, And here is that other side. I parted it on the sides and down the middle. And to expose that part, we're going to need a little water right there, but I'm going to show you how I worked with that. And now I just decided to take it off so I can show you how I work with it. And I'm just parting it on the side. And in order to expose that part a little bit more, I'm just going to use some regular water that I have in an old spray bottle and just wet that area and comb it out a little bit, just to flatten it out a little bit right there in that area. And I knew exactly where I wanted to part it. So that's what we do to kind of flatten out that part without actually having to use a flat iron or a curling iron on it. And really, once you wet it, it really will go in the direction that you comb it. And it was just easier for me to do it on my mannequin head. So just a little bit more water to flatten it out, because what I'm going to do is just tweeze out a little bit of the hair in the part just to make sure that it's exposed as much as I want it to be. And take your time when you're tweezing your part. You don't want your part to be over tweezed and then it's too large. So I just went ahead and pulled out a few of those hairs with my tweezer. I kind of felt like I had my mannequin head in a headlock at this point, but I just wanted to keep it nice and keep the wig nice and still while I'm tweezing. And the one thing when you tweeze a little bit at a time. You can always go back and tweeze out a little bit more, but once you remove too much, you can't really get that hair back into that lace. So just take your time and tweeze a little bit at a time, but I'm kind of used to doing this, so I just tweezed it. Just wanted a nice thin part right there. And that's really as much as I had to do to it. And now I'm going to flip it inside out and use some foundation. This is foundation from It Cosmetics. And it was a little light for my face, so I decided to use it on my wig. And this is the color called Deep. And I'm just using a brush and I'm pressing that powder foundation into the lace just to give it a more natural look. And I'm just brushing and kind of pressing at the same time. And the little light spots you see, I just went over and smoothed that out when I was done. So it didn't really matter whether it was a little heavier in some areas than it was in the other. It all worked out perfectly. And I'm going all the way up to the very area in the front where the wispy hairs are. And I'm using a little bit of hairspray. You can use whatever hairspray you have just to get that foundation to really stick to the lace and let it dry. And then you can apply another coat, but I didn't really need another coat. So now here is what it looks like once I've done the process of adding a little bit of the foundation underneath. And it really was super simple. I didn't really, as I stated, I didn't want my part to be too wide. And I'm just adjusting it. With those tabs, I didn't even really need to use anything other than just the tabs. You can use a bobby pin on each side by your ears. That way you don't need any glue, you don't need any tape. So now I'm going to cut off that lace and then I'll come back and show you some pictures. And I decided to use a little Miss Jessie's curl cream and water on the hair after I cut the lace off. So you'll see those photos coming up. Super easy. You really do get a really natural look when you use either foundation or a little bit of concealer. So now let me cut that lace off and come back with a few pictures. So here are a few pictures. As I stated, I did wet the hair a little bit and add a little bit of Miss Jessie's curl cream. And I wanted to pull the wig back so you could really get a good look at the hairline. And I'm hoping you enjoyed this quick review and tutorial on how to make your wig look natural without tape or glue. So that's pretty much it for right now, and I'm hoping you have an absolutely awesome evening, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.